Well, I'll tell you, the paint on the Project Focus looks great. At this point, I've compounded and I've polished it to remove the swirl marks, the scratches, and the oxidation, and frankly, it looks like a brand new car. Granted, there are some road rash and some chips in the paint, which I will address in a future episode, but for now, it's time to lock in the shine and protect the finish. For that, I'm going to use a graphene ceramic coating. Unlike a traditional wax or a paint sealant that lasts a few months and isn't that resistant to the chemicals on the road and bird droppings and acid rain and all that, a graphene ceramic coating actually lasts years. What it does is it actually forms a flexible skin over the paintwork. It fills in all the pits, pores, and valleys, and actually becomes a functional part of the paint. So it makes the paint very smooth, thus making it very glossy and very slick and super hydrophobic, meaning when water hits it, the water beads up and it rolls right off, and it makes the vehicle so easy to clean. Now, there's a number of different steps you have to perform before you apply a graphene ceramic coating. And you have to go through the wash process, which I've showed in previous episodes, the chemical and the mechanical paint decontamination, along with the compound and polish. Now, before you put the graphene ceramic coating on, you have to use a coating prep spray. And what a coating prep spray does is it removes the polishing oils that are found in your compound or polish of choice. Therefore, the coating will actually stick to the paint. So that's really important. So the coating prep spray, it's really easy to use. You simply spray it directly onto the vehicle. You want to use an ample amount of product, and the reason why is this contains surfactants and a little bit of alcohol and lubricants that encapsulate the polishing oils so they can be safely wiped away without scratching the paint. Because the last thing you want to do after compounding and polishing your paint is instill swirl marks and scratches from your wiping and from your towel. So a lot of guys like to use alcohol for this step. I'm not a fan, and the reason why is because alcohol is a very, very poor lubricant. This is a great lubricant. So I sprayed it on, take my microfiber towel, and I'm simply going to wipe it off. And again, it comes off really, really easily. And this particular product smells great. One trend you'll see with me on everything I use is I only use products that smell fantastic, and the reason why is because I actually enjoy working on my car and detailing. It's not some laborious task for me, so I want to use products that are a pleasure to apply and that smell great. So after you've removed the polishing oils with the prep spray, take your graphene coating, and a little bit goes a long way. This particular product is a big 4-ounce container, which is enough to do about 4, 5, even 6 of these focuses, especially if you're experienced. And you simply apply some to the applicator pad. Very simple. There's a dropper. And when you're applying a ceramic coating, it's important that you work in a well-lit area. And the reason why is because you need to identify where you applied it and where you have not applied it, and if there's any high spots that you need to address. High spots, it's fancy for excess product. So you have your product here. I like to outline the area that I'm working on first. And then you simply apply it side to side, and then up and down in a uniform pattern. And depending on how big the area you're working on, you might need to apply just a little bit more product to the applicator pad. If the applicator is really grabby, that tells you there's not enough product on the actual applicator pad. And then what will happen is after a few moments, you'll see a rainbow effect. And that rainbow effect, it looks like an oil and water. That's the actual carrier agent of the graphene ceramic coating evaporating off the surface. We call that flashing in the ceramic coating world. And that's often an indicator that it's time to remove the excess product. So the way this works is there's a liquid in here, and suspended in this liquid are nanoglass graphene ceramic particles that they're left behind after you wiped off the carrier agent. So Take your microfiber towel, inspect it to make sure there's no dirt or debris. Again, we want to move forward. We don't want to move backwards and instill any scratches or swirls. And then simply wipe off the excess product. Now, there's a lot of different coatings in the market. Some are graphene, some are ceramic. This particular one wipes off super easy. And you want to make sure that you're looking carefully at the surface to make sure you did not miss any product, because this is the real deal. This will harden on the surface, and again, it forms a functional part of the paint that's very glossy and very slick, so you don't want to have any excess high spots that you forgot to remove. So I'm going to finish the rest of the hood. The next step is I'm going to restore the plastic trim on Project Focus, but first I have to coat the other half of the hood, so stay tuned for more. Man, this looks good so far.